CEO of Second Harvest Food Bank. Hi, Greg. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Empty Bowls is coming up. This is the fourth annual, but I've always thought that this was a great event. Talk a little bit about how this works.
Yeah, so you're right. It is a wonderful event. So we, invite our friends, our neighbors in, and we provide a modest meal of bread and soup as a reminder that our neighbors in need struggle with hunger with empty bowls.
And the bowls come from where?
Yeah, absolutely. So what's really great is actually all of our guests get to pick out a handmade bowl after the event, and we partner with local artists, local schools, and these are all handcrafted by community members.
Yeah, which I think is really cool. They're all unique. They're all different. Do some of them put their stamp on them with their initials or anything to make them unique?
Absolutely.
Yeah, some of them do.
We have some here.
Yeah, I think that's fabulous.
I know this was done by local elementary school students as well. So
really? That's
it is,
amazing.
Local artists, local schools, kids getting involved.
Yeah. Now, how long does it take for you to gather? Because you got 2 sessions for this, so you need a lot of bowls.
Yes. Yeah. So we have multiple team members out over the last week or so, running everywhere from Edinburgh, across the county, picking up just boxes and boxes of bowls.
Of bowls, yeah. Do you ever have any left over so that you have a little stash to start the next year's event with?
Yeah, we usually have a few extra, but that's actually the most challenging part of this event is forming those partnerships and having all of those bowls made.
But it's great because it spreads awareness to Second Harvest and the message that you're sending and what you can do for our community with support. So Empty Bowls is coming up Saturday. There are 2 sessions. You've got like a lunch at 11 and then a dinner-ish at 4:30 p.m.
Yeah, that's correct.
How do you register so you can come and take part?
Yeah, so you can either buy tickets ahead of time for $25 or buy them at the door for $30. They can go to our website, nwpafoodbank.org, to either buy tickets or find out more information about the event.
Yeah, what do you like about this particular event?
I like the event because it's kind of modest, right? A lot of times when we do fundraisers and those sorts of things, they can be opulent, where here it's really about remembering that the neighbors in need that we're serving, really are struggling with these empty bowls.
Yeah, and you're serving the soup and the bread. Where's that coming from?
Yeah, so we've partnered with local restaurants, those sorts of things. So we'll have soups from everywhere from Avonia Tavern to Saigon Nights, Callie's West. So a great selection of restaurants and partners serving soup.
And again, partnering with the whole community to bring awareness to what you do. Talk a little bit about Second Harvest. How long have you been CEO now since Karen retired?
Yeah, it's 7 months.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not even been a year yet, has it?
Right.
We're looking forward to doing our drive-through holiday food drive with you.
That's coming up.
Again this year. I think that it might be our 25th or 26th year, one of the two. We're up there with that.
Yeah.
Are you ready for it? It's a big day.
We are ready. Yeah, absolutely. It is, it's a great event. I'm so excited to be part of it this year, but you're right, it's been 25 years. I know that we're planning all sorts of, special events to recognize those 25 years.
Sure, yeah, it's a great partnership that we have and that you have with many, organizations and restaurants in the area. How many folks do you serve at Second Harvest?
Yeah, we have actually, unfortunately, we have seen the need grow across the region. So we serve 11 counties in Northwest PA, and the most recent numbers that we've seen are over 100,000, actually 101,000 people struggle with food insecurity in our region. And to me, more heartbreakingly, there's 40,000 kids. It's almost 1 in 5 kids in Northwest PA that are struggling with food insecurity.
And it's always a bit of a sigh of relief when the kids go back to school because schools quite often provide many meals. How did the summer go? I know that a lot of schools try to do backpack and summer programs for kids and send snacks and things home.
Yeah, I mean the summer is challenging, right? So again, one of the unfortunate realities is many of the kids are only getting food at school, and we partner with schools, do the backpack programs to get them the food through weekends, holidays, that sort of thing. In the summer, it can be a little more challenging, right? Trying to meet the kids where they're at. We're looking right now into next summer, and can we form other partnerships with organizations that serve kids in the summer and maybe get backpacks there. So that is definitely a challenge in the summer.
What do you love about being a part of the Second Harvest Food Bank?
I think what I love the most is the impact that we have, and that it truly takes all of the community partners that come together. You mentioned the food drives, these sorts of events. I think being able to lead an organization that has that big of an impact is what I like the most about it.
You mentioned that you got Saigon Nights helping to provide the food.
Yes,
Now comes in here and cooks up a storm in our kitchen, you know.
Right.
So her soup, she's probably going to have a little pho for you ready on Saturday. Again, Empty Bowls, it is the 4th annual. It's coming up this Saturday. You have 2 sessions to choose from, 11 a.m. or 4:30 p.m. You can go to the website there to make your reservation, I'm sure, or give the Second Harvest Food Bank a call if you would like to reserve a couple seats. And what's the cost to join in?
Yeah, so it's $25 ahead of time, $30 at the door.
And you get a bowl. You get to pick a bowl.
And made bowl.
Yeah, and great memories. And remember, you know, that you're supporting a really great cause. Greg, it's great to see you. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure. When we come back, we've got your top 4 headline stories, including the details on